Be sure to follow the Heat all season long with the Heat page at WQAM.com. Heat coverage so hot, it burns. Now back to QAM's Inside the Paint.
(9:16) here on Sports Radio 560 WQAM. Welcome back to Inside the Paint. One score actually right now in progress to get you updated on. The Knicks hanging in there, 87-77. That game in the fourth quarter, just under 9 minutes left. Orlando leads 87-77. Coming up tonight, San Antonio and Dallas. That game at 9:30. Dallas without Dirk Nowitzki tonight. Dallas comes in at 24-6. San Antonio 27-4. Best record in the NBA. That should be an interesting game even without Dirk Nowitzki. See how Dallas is able to respond. We talked about a few of the players that come off their bench, Jason Terry in particular, that can make an impact in that game. And later on at 10 o'clock, Portland and Utah. Utah is 22-10 on the year, taking on the 16-16 Portland Trailblazers in Portland. That game set for 10 o'clock. I'm very excited now because I have a couple guests here, a couple close friends of mine. One guy who taught me how to play basketball, another guy who I played basketball with growing up, Doug Buckley, Gary Rabb from the JCC down in Kendall, joins the program here. Guys, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice of you to have us here.
Guys are a little nervous here, so we're going to try to take it easy on you tonight. But the reason we're having you guys on is because everyone's always looking to get involved in the community and, exercise and all that kind of great stuff. But what better way to do that than to go out and join a basketball league? And the JCC is a great place to do that. I know that from personal experience. Gary knows that from personal experience. Doug, you can talk a little more about that. It's just a great place to go out and meet people as well.
Well, it's the greatest game in the world. Down in Kendall, we have leagues starting from age 4 all the way up to adults. And I've been doing it for 9-10 years, been at the JCC for 16 years. And you're right, it's nowhere greatest way to exercise for sure.
Are you still teaching people? Doug over here taught me how to shoot back in the day. This is true. This is a true story. Taught me how to shoot, playing for the Blue Jays.
A long time ago.
At the Kendall JC. I used to have a good shot. You remember that, don't you?
Yeah, three-point shooter.
You remember that.
I do remember.
Gary remembers that too, I hope.
Yeah, I definitely do.
So lots of ways you can get involved. And there's different age groups as well. So let's start out with that. It's definitely family-oriented, and you can start pretty young over there, right?
It's funny that you say family-oriented because basically my coaches I use right now are kids who grew up in the program, kids like yourself that started maybe in the 3rd grade or younger, and now they're coaching kids starting at age 4. My youngest class is 4-year-olds. I have a 1st and 2nd grade league, a 3rd through 5th grade league. Then we go up to middle school league, high school league, and then my 2 adult leagues that are very, very successful.
Now, one of the things we wanted to definitely touch on are the adult leagues. You mentioned there's 2 different ones. The corporate league, that's the league we're going to be playing in. Very excited about that.
That's the league we're going to be winning.
So if you join that league and come out, you play against us. Tell a little about the corporate league.
Basically, we've had a corporate league there for about 10 years or so, maybe a little longer. Started off with 8 teams. I sometimes end up with 24 teams in the league. Now, we play 2 divisions where we had 12 teams in each division. But what we've done this year, for the first time ever, we've moved what we're calling our Fast Break League. That will be the top teams in the league will be playing on Wednesday night. And the Run and Gun League will be the other teams that aren't quite as talented as the other leagues, but to give them a chance to win a championship. Basically, in the past, we had the 2 leagues unite for a championship game, and it was interesting that way, but there are a lot of blowouts when you have lesser talented teams playing. So we want to give those teams a chance to win a championship too, so we created 2 leagues. This will be the first year we've done it, and right now, my Fast Break League is off the chart. I think it's the best league in the city. I mean, that's me talking, but people do tell me that all the time. League. It's very competitive.
And that's the one with the highest skill level.
Very much so.
There were some players you were mentioning before, Gary, some special players that come out there and play?
Yeah, I personally like playing in the Alper JCC Basketball League because I get to play alongside Carlos Arroyo. Carlos Arroyo played there once. Chris Quinn played there as well. I believe Raja Bell played there. He actually went to my high school, Miami Killian. So that's always cool to play alongside a famous alma mater. But I really like the JCC because it's a really friendly environment. It's very family-oriented. They have 2 indoor basketball courts. And in my opinion, it's just the best facility in Kendall.
I'm going to throw out this number here. We'll do this a couple times tonight. 305-271-9000. The extension is 292. This is the email address here, alperjcchoops@gmail.com. So get in contact with them. Get yourself involved in one of these basketball leagues. And now, if you want to go out and register, you can start calling right now, I assume, right? The leagues are starting pretty soon. Is registration still open?
Registration started, and we're starting on January 10th with the younger kids. The corporate leagues are starting the 11th and 12th. High school and middle school are starting the 15th, and we go all the way through May.
Now, I want to talk about one other thing. The Blue Jays, the travel team.
Yes.
I'm a Blue Jays alum. And, for me, it was a great alternative to playing high school basketball. I loved playing in the travel league over there. You talk a little bit about that.
The Blue Jays have been around since 1990, I believe. And something I hold dear to my heart, we used to travel quite a bit out of the state to tournaments. And it's for kids who are not quite good enough to play high school ball. And it's just great. I mean, I coached it for 9 years now. I absolutely love doing it. Right now, we've started a elementary school team, which is 3rd through 5th grade. We have our JV team back again, which is middle school kids, and the varsity is the high school kids. And our season's just starting, and it's good basketball for kids who just cannot play high school quality basketball.
Now, are you coaching the varsity team right now?
I am coaching the varsity, and the 2 coaches who coach under me, Sean Whiting, coaches the elementary school team. He played for me for probably 6 years, and Harry Young, who started when he was in the 3rd grade. You may know Harry.
Yeah, sure.
He's coaching the middle school team.
He used to coach some of our games as well.
Yes, I start off as assistant coach with you guys. And
you coached a few. You would be the head coach when our coach would get thrown out of the games, though.
Yes, but that didn't happen too often. Thank goodness.
You did a good job, though.
I tried.
So we appreciate that. That's a great alternative. That's what I did growing up. I played on the Blue Jays team. It's a great alternative if you're a high school kid and you don't want to make the everyday commitment to the high school team. It's a little less involved, but it's still fun, but it's a little less involved than the high school game is.
And that happens a lot. A lot of kids don't want to practice 6-7 days a week, where we practice 2 or 3 times. We play 1 game a week, and that's what they prefer. They have other things to do with their life other than just basketball. Shocking, but true.
All right, so let's run this thing down again here. What age they can start at, what age you go up to here, and we'll throw out the number again.
Age 4, you can start age 4. That is my rookie basketball class, and the top league is the Fast Break League, and I quit playing when I was 49. I'm sure there's a few guys out there older than I played, but not many. But you can play up until you can't run anymore.
All right, so registration's open right now. The address is 11155 Southwest 112th Avenue in Kendall, and the number is 305-271-9000, extension 292. Can they talk directly to you, Doug?
Yes, you call that extension, you will reach me. They're every day.
All right. Gary, appreciate you coming on.
My pleasure.
Doug?
Thank you for having us.
Once again, that number, 305-271-9000. You can reach the JCC down in Kendall. Talk to Doug over here. We'll get you hooked up, get you playing some basketball. Great way to exercise. Game's fun. It's a great way to meet people in the community. And, hey, I'll be out there.
I'll be there with you.
I'll be playing. So you can join the corporate league and come challenge me. I think Mark's going to play in the league as well, maybe Danny. So you can come out and you can take on the Inside the Paint crew in a little 5-on-5. All right. We are going to take a quick break here. 93-88, Orlando leading the Knicks here. 5:50 left in that ball game. We will keep you updated on that finish when we return.
The Three Kings, the Big Three, and the Laker Nation. If it's played on the hard court, it's covered here. More of QAM's Inside the Paint in minutes.